It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Niggas swear up and down, nigga rap up and then this shit feel like 20. Still finding ways to adapt. My flow switches like code switches. Niggas searching for numbers, that's for my old bitches. Don't compare me to Kendrick while in your cold, nigga. Hit this shit one more time, I'll probably explode. Nobody walking this road. I flew to New York, wrapped in a cold, didn't get chose. Flew back with the war on my soul. You niggas bold, acting like we on the same level. Dust rain settle on the black pot, cooking crack rock in the kettle with belly with ox. My ship sail, bitch, give me the dock. The simius cock, don't tell me to stop. Got a machete for niggas that wanna war. Keep it cool as a chore. Finna bust through the door. Fuck niggas got any to pour. Take a shot, spit the shit on the floor. Spit in my hand, dap niggas on tour. In a new mode, on these pillows, new clothes, new shows for the shoot, new posts for the lookers, money, power, respect, theme song for the bookers. Everybody I did a feature for, I cooked them respectfully. If you think I'm a dick, it vasectomy. Ain't nobody words affecting me. I did a study on my future trajectory. I'm putting niggas in the dirt professionally. I'm sought after the bars from a far chapter. The confidence could cause a rapture. Trying to gauge my thoughts, shit hard to capture. Singing the rappers bite me, but lost the raptors. I've been the boss and I paid the cost. I've been the best since the fade of fought. God flow, nigga, praise the Lord. I got a tab full of scrolls from my ancient source. A pretty penny for the next round. Price of an X5. Niggas talk shit, bend waters, let the text fly. Spit acid on them, I'm like reptile. Leave them below, the heavens look blue in exile, bitch.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. We're going to be continuing our Grammy series. First, we talked about Kendrick Lamar with his his surprise appearance at the show, because everybody thought he was going to be in New Orleans, still practicing and rehearsing. Got another video that aired just before this one talking about Beyonce finally getting that most coveted album of the year and also winning country album of the year. And now we're here talking about Doechii the Don. Doechii the, what is it? Doechii the Don, Doechii the King, Doechii Supreme, the Swamp Ruler, something like that. The Queen. Yeah. We on that right now. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta go ahead and I haven't played this little clip in a minute. But I think it's very fitting because when you win Rap Album of the Year, I think you deserve it.
Album of the year, album of the year, album of the year, album of the year.
Gotta give it up. You know what I'm saying? I recorded that little clip last year. My personal favorite out of the bunch, especially for the ladies, was Lotto. But in the long run, in the long game, the promotion, the marketing, getting behind your music, standing on your music, going out and doing all the right things, having all the right things, in your path, right? She's getting out here and performing. She's doing all the televised performances, all of the recorded platforms, the Tiny Desks, the Genius show that she did, Colbert, Late Night. Like, she's putting her talent on full display, and she's not performing old music. She's performing music from the project. She worked it. She campaigned that shit. She earned it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to her. I got to give her props. I've been supportive of Doechii since I first heard her, about 3 years ago at this point. She's done nothing but elevate. She's done nothing but continue to work hard, put her head down, put the music first. She don't got a lot of scandal going on. Azealia Banks was out here hating on her from the time her shit started to catch a little bit of steam. She played very humble. She tried to act like she didn't see a lot of shit till it came to a head. She finally responded, said what she needed to say, and got back to the business, got back to the performances, got back to the music. She's been making all the right moves. So when you get somebody and comes out and does something astronomical like win Rap Album of the Year as in a category that's stacked with celebrities and people that are, veterans in the game, again, I can't do nothing but salute it. You feel me? And she put out a legit rap project. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that took me by surprise, because she was doing so many different like house genre blends, and she was singing, and she did so many different things that when I played Alligator Bites Never Heal and it came in with like the first 4 or 5 songs, just straight up hardcore boom bap rap shit, I'm like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. And she's being rewarded for it. So again, if anybody feels a way about it, take it up with, your preferred medical professional. Okay, let's get into everything though. Number one, she's only the third female rapper in the entirety of the show, the genre, the everything to win this award, right? So now she's an exclusive company besides Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and herself. Now, I know there's some people out there that are very angry at the way that this played out. Hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You'll recover in due time. Love it, hate it, whatever it is. She is forever etched in stone as the third of all time to complete that task, to be in that exclusive group, right? So everybody else, every other woman that raps from here on out that wins this award, because I wouldn't imagine that she'd be the last. You're going to be in company with Doechii, right? And out of the three, she's the second best rapper out of the crew. It ain't like she the third best. We're going to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I like Cardi, but she can't rap with Doechii by no means of anybody's imagination. Fuck with her, but that's not what we go to her for. So again, put some respect on her name. Now let's get to the category, because I did mention it was pretty stacked. It wasn't the greatest collection, but it was a pretty stacked category. So in the category, you have J. Cole, might delete later. Probably my favorite out of the bunch from last year. To be honest, personal favorite. I think he exceeded at a very high level rap wise, but that project has been marred with a lot of negativity, and you know, J. Cole is in a existential crisis right now, so it is what it is. You had Common and Pete Rock with the Auditorium Volume 1. Salute to them for even making it to the category, because, you know, honestly, I don't feel like it should have been there. But I love Common. I love Pete Rock's production. Don't really love Pete so much as a individual, but that's just me. Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. Of course, she won it. You had The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace by Eminem, which I will say was a solid album. It was a very controversial album. It was a very mixed response type of album. But as far as just, you know, up and down rapping, he put on a fucking display. I got to be honest. He tapped into some of his old tropes and some of his old strengths and things of that nature. But although it did probably sell the most out of the entire category, its staying power in the culture wasn't all that strong. And then you got We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin, which of course was one of the bigger albums last year. That was the home of Like That, featuring Kendrick Lamar, which shook up the entire game and changed the entire game for the remainder of the year. But unfortunately, if you take that song and you know, isolate it from the rest of the project, what do we really remember from it? So Alligator Bites Never Heal wins by proxy. And again, I want to reiterate, she, out of the bunch, she did the most work for the win, because everybody else just kind of released their shit, went about their business. Doechii has been out here campaigning. She's been out here performing. She's putting her talent on display. She's out here performing her records. She's had key performances at Camp Flog Gnaw. You know what I'm saying? She's just doing a lot of shit and keeping herself in the conversation. And I think that she was probably advised by her label, like, this is a way that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is lean into your strengths. You're an excellent performer. You've been preparing for this moment your entire life. That will get it. You know what I'm saying? And then when she does her interview, she's gracious. She's humble. She's not like popping her shit and like poking her chest out, but she's very confident in who she is. But she's also very gracious, right? She's got the industry support, Kendrick Lamar support. He said that she was the hardest out. You can't overlook something like that. It definitely helps. But even without Kendrick, in 2025, she's still having more growth with this project, right? Some of her biggest streaming days for this project have come in 2025, and the project has been out for what, 6-7 months minimum? I don't know too many artists whose album gets that much of a surge after that amount of time. Typically, that's when the project will be on its way out and an artist will be trying to usher in another single, another collection, another EP, etc. But she's still riding high off of that. So I gotta also give her credit for keeping the momentum high and accelerating while everybody else's projects began to take a back seat to the rest of the genre. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be fair. So she earned this shit, man. Now getting to her performance last night, she put on a master class on stage. Unfortunately, I can't play it. I certainly wish I could. I mean, she put out some kind of fucking call from the crowd. We saw her all night sitting in the crowd at the table. She did some shit with the mic at the table, and like 5 seconds flat later, the camera pans to the stage, and she's up on the fucking stage. I'm like, how the hell she get up there so fast? What did she go through an underground pit? What the hell was that? Like, man, she doing all types of shit with her legs. She contorting this way, that way, this away, that away. Rapping at a high level, taking boom bap rap to the motherfucking Grammy stage, which is something that we haven't received on the Grammy stage in a long time. I mean, she's just got a lot going in her favor right now, man. We haven't had real rap on the Grammy stage since what, God Did performance? So she's again putting in her work, taking it in stride, and showing improvement. I honestly wanted her to continue. By the time when she stopped rapping and the fucking stage was doing whatever they was doing with the lighting, I'm like, shit, is she about to do another selection? Like, yeah, that's cool. Like, all right, bet we did Catfish, we did motherfucking the Nile's a River, but shit, let me get another one. They transitioned into what was that, Teddy Swims? He did this motherfucking thing too, I will say. But I was here for her to extend that performance another 1 or 2 songs. Like, I hope they invite her back so she could just like do some shit on her own accord without sharing the stage with a tandem, because she's just that good of a performer. And some people out there, I know they want to hate, I know they want to throw salt and rocks in her direction, but the shit is only ricocheting back to your motherfucking head, okay? Because each time y'all hate, all she does is come back and drop something else for you to talk about and be mad about. If you're continually triggered by that, it ain't her. Right? I also feel like Doechii is benefiting from, Harvey Mason and his takeover of the Recording Academy and the Grammys overall, because although it's not completely related to her performance or her winning, he got up there and did a speech right before the weekend, did his surprise performance, and he talked about how, he took over in 2020 and there was a lot of work ahead of him when he took over the spot, because the Grammys at that point was being chastised by artists. Artists weren't happy about the lack of transparency. Artists weren't happy about the voting committee that was primarily white, and a lot of old motherfuckers, legacy people who had just been there for years voting on shit that they didn't even know or care about, right? And it was his goal to create a more equal share type of voting committee, to bring in more black people, bring in more people of color, bring in more young people, right? To even out the odds, to change the invitation system where you could be invited to become a voting member by other voting members. And we've seen a lot of young executives, a lot of younger artists, independent artists that are now a part of the voting committee. So now you actually have people who have boots on the ground that are actually in the music making community, and the music fans, managers, not to mention the folks that have already been there for years. So now we're seeing the results of that. Again, last night's show was one of the better shows that they've had in a very long time, right? There was black representation, just like there was pop representation, just like it was everybody else out there, right? It seemed very equal, seemed very like there was a lot of parody, you know what I'm saying? And not parody as in making fun of somebody, but parody as in like equality, like everybody was having their time. So I appreciate it. And again, I feel like without those changes, without those moves, without having somebody like a Harvey Mason at the helm of this, I don't think Doechii wins that, right? Because although Doechii has been one of the biggest buzzing artists for the last 6 months, and she's been coming out showing and proving, she's been coming out becoming the people's champ, basically outside of Kendrick Lamar. She's coming out showing us a wider range of talent and skills. She can rap, she can sing, she can dance, she can perform. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to basically give us a glimpse into acting. Like, dog, we could be potentially, and I don't want to like jump the gun, but if she pursues everything that her talent allows her to, we could be looking at another goddamn close to EGOT motherfucker if she so chooses to explore that. So I don't know, man. I just hope she stays the course. I hope she don't get deterred. I hope she don't let one of these fuck ass niggas or you know anyone like that deter her. I know she's with a woman now, and I hope they're able to stay together so that no fuck ass nigga does interrupt her flow. But yeah, man. I mean, there's too much that I could say about what she's got going on. You feel me? Again, I really wish that I could fucking play her performance. I'm pissed about that, but the Recording Academy, they're very vigilant right now about that stuff. They don't want their shit played on other people's content. Okay? So it just is what it is. After taking home the hardware and putting on a great performance, she also released a song called Nosebleeds last night after the show. I'm about to listen to it now because I was trying to listen to it with y'all, but this is not something that I could play on my channel because it has been officially released through the labels Top Dog, Capital, UMG. I thought it was interesting when I saw it on YouTube, by the way, because I was a little confused. I've always known Doechii to be on Capital, which is a division of UMG, but it says on here, on the YouTube video, it says provided to YouTube by Universal Music. Top Dog Entertainment LLC under exclusive license to UMG Recordings. I don't recall her being a straight up UMG artist, right? Of course, Capital is UMG, but Capital wasn't mentioned on the YouTube. Now, when you pull it up on streaming, it says Top Dog Entertainment Capital. I wonder if they're in the process of transitioning her out of her contract with Capital and taking her directly to the big house. You know what I'm saying? And this is, again, Top Dog licensing the music to UMG. I find that very interesting. I don't recall seeing that on her other music. So just keep an eye on Doechii, right? I just showed y'all the UMG slideshow for Black History Month, the one that excluded Drake. She was like one of the first artists that even popped up in the slideshow. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was interesting. So I think Doechii has definitely gotten on Lucian Grange's good side. I think she might be a new, passion project that they're looking at and saying, nah, we gotta really put some money, time, energy into this one. She's a superstar if we give her the right resources. If we put her in the right place and just turn the fucking mic and the camera on, she can literally put on a show on her own. You know what I'm saying? She's writing the treatments for her music videos. She's coming up with how she wants to perform. She's coming up with the ideas. Like, she is what a lot of motherfuckers wish they could be. And I know there's gonna be some people out there that don't like me giving her all this praise and all of this good shit. But I used to tell y'all to make y'all own channels and talk, but at this point, you're not gonna do that anyway. So, hey man, just have a peaceful time with yourself to be one with your thoughts if you don't like mine, okay? Cool. Unfortunately, again, I can't play it, but I will listen to it and give y'all my assessment of the record, and maybe I'll do a Patreon review for it. The joint is definitely a different vibe. Yeah, I'm saying I just listened to it. Like, she's spitting on that motherfucker. I'm sure there's gonna be some people out there that try to compare her vocal delivery and stuff like that to Nicki. I mean, she's always said that she was influenced by her, so I'm not surprised by that. The production on there is very experimental, but then it goes into like a Timbaland type beat. That shit hard. The track at the end, she went into like some drum and bass type shit. Like, this is dope. It's definitely different. It's going to be an acquired taste for some. This is not something that's going to be intended for the radio. I think this is just something to just, give people something to sit with after she won. I think she was like, yo, if I don't win, I won't put it out. But if I do, keep that motherfucker on cue. Or maybe she would, you just never know. Because in the song, she even does an interpolation of Kanye, right? Like everybody was wondering what I was gonna do or say if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. Like, so then she did a flip on that. Let's go through the lyrics real quick. And yeah, just real quick. So she says, you salty bitches giving Lawry's. Of course, y'all know Lawry's, the seasoned salt. Bad gal Doechii, call her Mike Lowry. Of course, Mike Lowry, motherfucker player. Yeah. Mike Lowry. Yeah, you hoes is funny. You should do comedy. Leo ass leaking like my monthlies. Right? And you already know. Cycles, monthly leaking. She says, I don't know. Is she gonna go crazy? Is she gonna go crazy? Everybody wanted to know what would Doechii do if she didn't win. I guess we'll never blank. Guess we'll never know. Stepped out the swamp to the motherfucking stage, ho. Cut my mic off cause I'm about to misbehave. Will she ever lose, man? I guess we'll never know. Will she lose her cool? I guess we'll never, right? Again, same shit with the Kanye thing, cause that's kind of, this is Grammy family shit. You know what I mean? I hopped out the swamp, gave the bitch props. Doechii, where you been? Doechii went pop. That's what the people are saying, right? Will she ever lose? Man, I guess we'll never know. Will she lose her cool? I guess we'll never blank. I guess we'll never know. Guess we'll never see the day that Doechii crown falls. Guess we'll never live to see the day that Doechii loses. Doechii doing on these Doechii mutants. Doechii don't critique. I seek improvement. Okay? So she's getting into her shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess we'll never see the day Doechii crown falls, right? Because she's on a run right now, and she's not expecting to slow down anytime soon. Guess we'll never live to see the day that Doechii loses. So we're on a winning spree right now. You're not gonna see the day that I lose. I'm Doechii doing on these Doechii mutants. Of course, Doechii doing is dancing. I'm doing my dance on these hoes. I don't critique. I seek improvement. So she say I don't really be tripping. I'm not really critiquing what y'all got going on. I'm just seeking improvement on my own shit, right? Right now is my time and my moment. Thank you to my swamp and thank you, God, I was broke, right? She's talked about her hard time. She's talked about that in interviews and like moving to Cali with little to nothing, getting with Top Dog and them. They even talked about how they kicked somebody out of their apartment to give her a spot to stay in. So thank God I was broke. Like, and of course, that's during those times is when she was honing her skills and becoming the person that we now see in front of us. She says, I thank you, God. I thank you, Top God Entertainment. Oop, Top Dog Entertainment. So she says Top God Entertainment. And y'all know some people going to be mad at that. I'm like, what you mean is Top God Entertainment? That just lets you know they're buying everything. They're buying the awards. They're buying everything. Okay. Scissor, Zay, Musa, and the hating ass stands. Mommy Blake High School and all the bitches I surpassed. Oh, God. So she's thanking everybody that's played a part in her development. Her mom, SZA, Zay as in Isaiah Rashad, Musa, who of course is the one at TDE that she works directly with, and the hating ass stands who have taken her to another level off the hate. You know what I'm saying? And all the bitches from high school that she surpassed. I knew it. Tonight we popping bottles, fucking hoes, and forgetting our name to the audience wondering how it feels to be famous. I guess you never, right? So for all you motherfuckers that's hating, all you people talking shit about me, and you still wondering how it feels to be famous, I guess you'll never find out. But I do. Right? Verse 3, she said, these bitches can't be half of me. Thanks to my anatomy. Showing up an hour late, like thanks to the academy, right? So now she's saying, thanks to her anatomy, her body, these bitches can't be half of me. Showing up an hour late thanks to the academy. You know what I'm saying? As in the recording academy, showing up an hour late, even though, of course, she would never do that. Now, I understand why they mad at me and hate on my anatomy because I look good from the balcony. I look good from the nosebleeds, bitch. If you offended, you ain't know me, bitch. That ain't Doechii, that's the old cheese, sis. I look good from the nosebleeds, bitch. You got to be a good-looking motherfucker to look good from the nosebleeds, though. That's like Beyonce level good. You know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker really can't see you, they got to squint their eye and say, damn, even from back here, the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? A quick little freestyle joint, you know what I mean? Again, this ain't something for the radio. I don't expect this to have a music video or anything like that. This is just like to capture the moment. This is what emerging artists do. They take advantage of every opportunity, because if you don't, you could easily fall to the wayside. You could easily fall off the wagon. You could easily be superseded by anybody worth a grain of salt in the music industry, because right after the Grammys, everybody's getting back to work. Everybody's getting back to their plan, right? We got Kendrick getting back to the Super Bowl. You got Drake and Party coming out with their Valentine's thing. You got Beyonce announcing Cowboy Carter tour. Like, everybody's getting back on their shit in their collective and areas. So Doechii like, shit, I ain't taking no breaks. I'm on y'all ass the night up. I salute it. I think that's a great move. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.